y'all see it, ladies and gents. We are using the Packers, kind of doing a rebuild, seeing how life will be in the next 1 to 2 seasons after we traded Davante Adams to the Raiders. And normally when I play with other teams, they kind of ball out, like, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, though, we have a very it's going to be very interesting how things are going to play out. Definitely going to be very interesting. Defense is what I'm really excited for, to see how they are going to perform as well. So, who's C. Slayton? Who's this? Chris Slayton? He must be one of those draft dudes we got. But Rico Gafford used to be a receiver. What is this? Why is he... Rico Gafford is our corner number 4? That's kind of crazy. But our team is actually looking really solid. I mean, I like our linebacker core. Quay Walker, I'd rather not have him start, but we'll see how he performs. Rashawn Gary, I expect him to take off, of course. Preston Smith, he's a speed rusher. We're using him as a power rusher, so that should be fun. But Rashawn Gary's a power rusher. Wait, so why don't we just switch their positions then? We'll put Rashawn Gary at right outside linebacker so he could speed rush. Or no, so he could be a power rusher. And then Preston Smith will be balling out on that side. I think Rashawn Gary is going to go sick. He had 9.5 sacks this past season, so I expect him to go insane. What? Why did it change all of a sudden? I'm changing it to fit everyone's scheme. What? Or fit the scheme of the defense. Literally just changed it around. Let's see if... So I guess not. It doesn't work like that. Power rusher. I don't get it. Oh, unless they're both power rushers. They are both power rushers. Okay, so... Alright, so it doesn't matter then. It doesn't matter if that's the case. It doesn't matter. So I'll change their positions back. I'm going to low-key give Christian Watson star potential because I want him to definitely develop. Yeah, I want him to definitely develop. And I'm going to give... normally I saw Rashawn Gary with like something... Oh, none. Oh, right elbow. So let's see if we can put a big brace on his arm. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Rashawn Gary, I think, will be a monster for us, though. It's gonna be great to see. Corners, Jair, you know, is a beast. I'm gonna give Eric Stokes, aka Trippy Red. I'm gonna give him star def too, because he actually had a really good rookie season. Like, it was really slept on. He got targeted a lot. He ended up playing that number 1 corner for us. So I'm gonna definitely give him like his give him star def for sure. And Rasul Douglas will be the star guy there. But our receivers, this is gonna be the big thing where we have to, our receivers is kind of like all over the place. We have Romeo Dubes, which wouldn't be too bad. Offensive line, I don't know what to do there. Like, John Runyon starting at right guard is fine. Like, but maybe we change the offensive scheme fit, because it works for Aaron Rodgers. But what if we change the vertical zone? Because so it wouldn't work for Aaron Rodgers, but it worked for the receivers, though. All the receivers will literally benefit, or majority would literally benefit. And what we need from Aaron Rodgers, an improviser, but he has a strong arm. So Aaron Rodgers can pretty much do it all. So there's no worries there. And Royce Newman. So we have Zach Tom, who we drafted, but he's a left tackle. So, and I'd rather start Royce Newman over him. Royce Newman is playing right tackle too, so his ratings, he has better awareness too, so that should be really good. John Runyon at right guard wouldn't hurt because Elton Jenkins will be back. We also have Sean Ryan. Then we also have David Bakhtiari. So our offensive line is pretty solid. Quarterbacks, Danny Elling, they gave him a 48 overall. Wow. And Christian Watson, I'm going to give him star potential. He has great speed, great height, so he's definitely someone we're going to really want to develop for the long run. And defense, we have Quay Walker starting, and then what's his name will be Davante White will just be like a developmental piece. What I'm going to want to do here, though, is make sure that Davante Wyatt gets his development as well. I don't know too much about Quay Walker, but I feel like Davante Wyatt deserves to, have some type of. I know Packers know how to develop linemen, especially first round linemen. So like they do with Kenny Clark, but I gotta make sure that Jerron Reed obviously starting because he's just the line help, the defensive line help with Kenny Clark, and he'll help out a lot. So we still have Dean Lowry too. And this backup linebacker we got, Kingsley Enagbare, I really like him. He might be very, very good for us. And special teams, we have Pat O'Donnell, Mason Crosby. Malik Taylor's still on the team, surprisingly. And then specialist, we'll have Eric Stokes at slot corner. Is that right, though? Yeah, we'll just leave him there. We'll just leave him there. Slot receiver, though, I'm going to put Christian Watson because he's fast. But maybe Randall Cobb would be the smarter option there. But I'm going to put Christian Watson for now. And power back, I'm definitely going to give that to Aaron Jones. Or A.J. Dillon, that's his name. Sub linebacker, definitely going to put Chris Barnes in because he's going to get him some PT. And then I like the rushing attack here, so this makes sense. So all we really need to do is sign like another corner because I don't like having a receiver turned corner as like one of our guys. So that's just for us to try to be on the safe side. When we're not gonna get someone that's like a high overall, like we can get honestly anyone like Troy Pride Jr. He'll be just like a depth option. So we signed him. And so now I'm excited to see how we perform this season and see if how we do without Davante Adams and how the offense will look. So we end up going 11-6. We're facing Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very, very interesting how things have panned out. Am I surprised they made the playoffs? No, because it's Aaron Rodgers and we're gonna make it regardless. Playoff bracket. Let's see who is where. So we're the 3rd seed facing the 6th seed Buccaneers. Raiders did not make the playoffs. Panthers actually made the playoffs, probably because they have freaking Baker, of course. But we're the 3 seed facing the 6 seed Buccaneers. Very interesting to say. Randall Cobb was 3rd overall for like receivers with yards and catches, so that's very interesting to see. So just Randall Cobb was up there. So our offense was 4th. Aaron Rodgers 9th in passing TDs, 14th in passing yards, 93.2 passer rating, and our defense was number 1. We had the number 1 ranked defense. Aaron Rodgers threw 20 interceptions. Jesus. 20 interceptions. Then he only got sacked 22 times. Rushing attack was phenomenal. Randall Cobb and Sammy Watkins both 8 for us. And then Christian Watson and Alan Lazard got a good amount of yards too. And so did Robert Tonyan. Our defense was number 1, which is very interesting to see. So Chris Barnes got a lot of tackles. Sacks. Rashawn Gary had 13. We actually ended up signing D Ford. He had 6.5 sacks. And then Preston Smith had 7. Kenny Clark had 7.5. And then our rookies. So Quay Walker got a little bit of PT. But our rookies really didn't get that much, which is surprising to say the least. But not too bad. Interceptions though. Rasul Douglas with 4. Devondre Campbell with 3. Jair with 2. Eric Stokes with 1. Savage with 1. Sean Davis with 1. And Troy Pride Jr. with 1. So we had the number 4 ranked offense, number 1 ranked defense. We're probably going to lose this game, but let's just take a look at the squad before we see. So Aaron Rodgers 97. Okay, so Aaron Jones is injured. He's out with a broken hand, so we just have A.J. Dillon. Offensive line is okay, developing nicely. Sean Ryan has a dislocated hip, so he'll be back. Royce Newman is now a 71. That's actually really solid. Receivers, Christian Watson only 73. Randall Cobb, though, he 8. Defense, Sean Gary's a 92. Quay Walker got dropped in the depth chart, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Us picking up D Ford's very interesting because I feel like we wouldn't have the cap for that, but great signing nonetheless. So let's advance to the divisional, see if we beat Tom Brady and the Bucks. We ended up losing by 4, of course, because we can't beat Brady when it comes to simulation. Of course, we could do everything in our whole power, but we're not going to beat Brady, without a doubt. And we also had 1 new injury from this. And Randall Cobb tore his hamstring in the process. Cool. That's cool. So, you know, us, we're losers yet again. Not surprising. Not surprising that we take another L when we're home. So Aaron Rodgers threw 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked twice. Tom Brady got picked off once and got sacked once. I don't know how. So And then A.J. Dillon went sick, right? 15 carries, 130 yards, 1 TD. Leonard Fournette, 2 touchdowns, but we still end up losing, though. That's the thing. We still end up losing. Like, that's what... Ah, man, that blows my mind. It blows my mind, dude. D40 got a sack, but that's just about it. Shaquille Barrett and Darnell Savage, but we still end up losing. That's just what it is. You know, simulation. Better rush attack, better QB performance, you know. But, hey, we're still going to lose. So, nothing much we could do there. Aaron Jones is back from injury. Sucks now, right? Pro Bowl. So Super Bowl is Saints, Colts, of course. Like that's kind of weird. But let's see who made the Pro Bowl from our squad. Aaron Rodgers did not make the Pro Bowl. Nice. Randall Cobb made it though. Tight ends, no one. David Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins made it. Okay. Defensive line, Kenny Clark made it. Not surprised. Rashawn Gary made it. Really good. Corners, Rasul Douglas made it. Wow. Rasul Douglas made the Pro Bowl. He didn't even lead the team in picks. Oh no, he did. He did. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. We got Saints Colts in the Super Bowl. The winner of this is, drum roll, the Saints ended up winning 31-23. Jameis Winston was named Super Bowl MVP. Von Miller was Defensive Player of the Year. Urban Meyer was Jaguars Coach of the Year. Okay. Pretty interesting. So Matt Ryan and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston brings a ring to the Saints. So now we get to re-sign players. We have about $40 million to work with. Nick Leverett, a backup guard. Sammy Watkins, Alan Lazard, Chris Barnes, Jerron Reed. A lot of guys here that I want to see us keeping further. Jake Hansen. I don't think we need him though. Jerron Reed, I'm definitely gonna let go. Chris Barnes is such a good option. Like, he led the team in tackles, so I think he deserves to get re-signed. The only person I feel like that will actually end up going will be Devondre Campbell. Alan Lazard didn't do anything this season, so I'm going to let him go. I know he's a fan favorite. Sammy Watkins did hit 1K yards, but he's 29 years old, so I want to change up that. I'm going to keep Randall Cobb, though. It'll be Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers, that connection. Robert Tonyan. He's a solid tight end. I think I'll give him a deal to come back. So we got Robert Tonyan back. We got tight end number 1 back. And then Chris Barnes is back too. Jerron Reed we're letting go. Sean Davis is pretty young. So, honestly, let's get him back as our backup, you know. Tyler Davis as a depth tight end. Mercedes Lewis could have retired. So, getting someone that's... never mind. I was about to say getting someone that's good with the scheme should work. But that's not the case. We also have Jake Hansen here. See if we give him a 1-year deal to come back. He does. So, this next year, we're going to really try to go after a receiver. All that good stuff. So now let's enter stage 1 of free agency. Aaron Rodgers only getting sacked 22 times is really nice to see. So let's take a look at the team, what positions we need. Christian Watson is going to be receiver number 2. Randall Cobb is at a 74 overall. So he's 32 years old. He's winding down on his last legs, you know. So got to keep that in mind. Aaron Rodgers is now at a 93. Offensive line, though, is upgrading pretty nicely. We just need a backup tackle. Oh, we still have Yash Nyman, so we kind of have it set. We also have Josiah DeGuara, who's pretty good. So defense, it's gonna be Devondre Campbell, Quay Walker still sitting here, and Devontae Wyatt now will be getting that starting job. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be next to Kenny Clark, and we'll just get a backup. We need some backup DNs for sure. Well, corners are looking really good, and Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary, I expect them to ball out. So with the funds we have, let's see what receivers are available. See if we get us a number 1 target. That would make things go pretty smoothly. Definitely not OBJ. So there's really not anyone here. I mean, we could go Julio, a physical, big body receiver. That'd be something. But OG, veteran wide receivers left and right. I don't know if that's a good idea. Definitely don't know if that's a good idea. But for right now, we're chilling, I guess. We're going to get a backup left guard in Keith Ismail. I feel like he always gets signs to the Packers too. So, he's only 24. The dude's only 24. That's kind of crazy. Center is just Josh Myers. So, and then we'll just get Ross Pierschbacher. We're going to sign him just so we have that depth, just in case people go down with injuries, of course. I like Royce Newman at the right tackle position. Left end, we still have Dean Lowry, but I'm okay with him being there. He's just like a core player for us, you know. He's not going to be insane, but he's just going to be solid to have sitting there. D tackles, we just have Kenny Clark, and then after him is Tadeo Slayton Jr. Am I worried about the D tackle position? Not really. So we're gonna be okay there. We could have kept, honestly, we could have kept Jerron Reed and made him like a backup D tackle. But Tyler Lancaster is a free agent. I forgot he signed somewhere else. But we're gonna sign Adam Gotsis just to be a backup for Devontae Wyatt. I think that should be good too. Making sure we have backups is just the most important thing. Inside linebackers is good. Outside linebackers, we have Randy Ramsey. Duke Ejiofor as a backup outside should be solid too. Just so we're not suffering when it comes to people coming down. Like, we have good replacements. Corners, Jair, Razul, what's his name? Eric Stokes. That's solid there too. Kicker, oh my God. Mason Crosby's a 68. I understand we got love for him, but a 68, dude? Nah, that's got to change. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with Tyler Bass here and just change up the kicking because that's OD. That's definitely OD to do. Definitely OD to keep around. But receivers, we don't really have anyone here. So, like, we made the playoffs. So, I don't know if us going for veteran wide receivers to move. Like, OBJ's a scheme fit. Will Fuller's a scheme fit. I don't want to sign OBJ, then he just suns us, doesn't do much, and we won't even have the cap room for him. So, honestly, we might trade for a receiver. Trading for a receiver might be a thing that we should do. Not even might. That's what we're going to do. Trade for a receiver. Excuse me. But our picks, we have a good amount of picks here. So, second round pick for a solid receiver. Like, Tyler Boyd would be like a perfect, like, veteran receiver to have that we could afford. So, and he's only 27. I feel like Aaron Rodgers would like his work ethic, all that good stuff. And then it will give options for like Christian Watson and Randall Cobb to get open. So the most I'll do is a second round. I'm not going to give up a first for Tyler Boyd. So they're not feeling us, so we're not feeling them. Simple as that. We have Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler. If there's just another receiver we could potentially get somewhere, like Mike Williams, we couldn't get him. I miss you, Valdez-Scantling, but can't do much about that. Dolphins don't have anyone. Eagles would be interesting, but I'm not going to bother. They have a young team they're building up. Kenny Galladay, Darius Slayton. Maybe Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton could be interesting. Just a more solid receiver. He's like an actually solid receiver. He's gonna be, yeah. I think Darius Slayton could be really nice for us. Darius Slayton, Christian Watson, and Randall Cobb. I think that's a very interesting duo right there. Like a crew we could have right there. Let's see if we picked up everyone we wanted, like all those backups. So we end up getting Gotsi, Tyler Bass, Zuniga, and a backup center. Perfect. In the draft, though, they want us to go. If there's available offensive linemen, then I'll draft the right tackle. But I think we'll go with the best player available on the defensive side because we always go defensive. But if there's best offensive players available, we'll do something. All right, with our first round pick, with the best players available, we have a running back, a safety, a QB, a bunch of running backs, a center, some more running backs, inside linebackers. Okay, so pretty much nothing that we really want. Receivers are just not it right now. Tight ends, we got our guy back for long term, so shouldn't really stress that. Only good position I saw was that left tackle. Right end is all right. D tackles could be something. Linebackers, nothing there either. Corners, safeties. We got a strong safety. Maybe we get Adrian Amos' backup. His name is Trent Weber. He's round 1 projected. He's the second fastest safety. B kick return. We'll draft him. Trent Weber, 92 speed. He'll be the guy after our boy Adrian Amos. I think that's okay. So draft recap. So that safety ended up being a 77 overall. Pretty nice. Ronald Montague is a backup outside linebacker. We got another tight end, a D tackle who's 73 overall. We got a receiver in Kevin Hurst, a outside linebacker, and a left end. So we picked up a lot of depth everywhere, and that's pretty solid to say the least. So now we're going into this next season with high hopes, of course. We got a very high overall defense. We're facing the Jaguars in the preseason. Show you guys the lineup again. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Darius Slay, Christian Watson, Randall Cobb, Romeo Dubes. Offensive line, pretty solid. Looking really good. Defense, a good crew of linebackers. D-line is going to be bossing it up. And then Jair, Eric Stokes, Rasul Douglas. I expect everyone to just get to that next level. So without further ado, let's see how we do. I'm going 12-5, better than last year. Lions ended up going 10-7, making the playoffs as well. I mean, I don't know about making the playoffs, but they went 10-7, so that's a positive record. So I don't even know who their QB is. Maybe it's still Jared Goff, but we're 12-5. Let's see the playoff bracket, see if the Raiders made it. We gotta make sure we finish better than them. Raiders did not make the playoffs again, so looks like we won on that end of the deal, but it sucks for Davante. But we're facing the 10-7 Giants. Derek Carr was up there too when it comes to the numbers. Very interesting. Yeah, Derek Carr threw 46 touchdowns, 5K yards, no playoffs though. That's wild. But let's take a look at our stats. Our offense finished 9th. Aaron Rodgers was 2nd in passing TDs with 42 and 6 in passing yards. And then defense was 25th. So our defense took a hit this year, surprisingly. 42 touchdowns, 12 picks for Aaron Rodgers. So looks like Christian Watson took that next step. Randall Cobb ended up getting cut from the team. Wow. Romeo Dubes actually did really well too. Darius Slayton had 1,000 yards. So we have some heavy hitters. We got some heavy hitters. Defense took a hit though, surprisingly. But Rashawn Gary, 11.5 sacks as expected. And then we got a good amount of picks from the defense. A lot of interceptions from the guys here. Lots and lots of interceptions. But Davante White only had half a sack, so we're going to have to need more from him. But I want to see statistically, I feel like Davante went sick on the Raiders. Because Derek Carr threw 46 touchdowns, 13 picks. So that means Davante was going sick. Wow, he wasn't. He barely was going sick. Yeah, what? That's a shock. I expected more. Expected more from him, but hey, he wanted to go there. Then wanted to get less targets. That's on him. Let's look at our overalls before we go into this matchup with the Giants. Aaron Rodgers is 96. Darius Slayton's injured, dude. He's out for 10 weeks with a torn rotator cuff. So our number one receiver is out for 10 weeks. So Christian Watson's going to have to step up along with Romeo Dubes. All the young guys, man, are going to have to do their thing just for us to make it. So hopefully Aaron Rodgers can lead the way and do his thing. Offensive line is looking pretty good. Defense, going to need a lot more from you guys as well, too. Montague is injured. Davante White says 76. Not too bad. Jair, Eric Stokes, and Rasul Douglas, I need them to be locked down. But, damn, we'll have to see what goes on there. The Giants are coming to us. Hopefully we take a W. And we lost 28-21. So, yeah. So, simulation does not like the Packers. Realistically, we're not losing to the Giants as well. Like, why would we lose to the Giants? Like, this is the type of stuff that would make, like, Aaron Rodgers just, like, leave. Like, simulation, sometimes I would like if you guys just gave us a little bit of more respect. Because you're telling me Daniel Jones, who got sacked 6 times, 141 passer rating, 3 touchdowns. We threw 1 pick and got sacked once, and we lose. Okay. Rushing attack, nowhere to be seen. Christian Watson went sick. So did Romeo Dubes. And Kevin Hurst, whoever this kid is. Like, what? We got 6 sacks. Kenny Clark got 3 sacks. Rashawn Gary with 2. Preston Smith with 1. And you're telling me we're going to lose this game. Blake Martinez is going to be the guy that picks us off. Okay. Okay. Okay, Madden. Okay. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I'm just so appalled by that. Wow. Wow. That's just Madden simulation being just stupid. Browns, Cowboys, Super Bowl. Like, that's literally Madden simulation being dumb. Aaron Rodgers made the Pro Bowl, though, of course. Receivers, Christian Watson made it. Dave Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins. Anyone else? Nope. D-line, Kenny Clark did not make it. Linebackers, none of our guys. Corners, none of our guys. Safeties. Our our first round safety made it. Okay. Then our punt returner, Juwan Winfrey, made it. So, yeah, Madden Simulation didn't like us. But, nonetheless, we had a really good season. Probably would definitely finish higher than what this projected. But, very, very solid from us. And I bet you I feel like Aaron Rodgers retired. Browns won the Super Bowl. I think Aaron Rodgers definitely retired. If they're saying that's our biggest need, Deshaun Watson won Super Bowl MVP. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Trent Weber. Nice. So Packers got something from that, right? Deshaun Watson won a Super Bowl for the Browns. Okay. So now we need a QB because Aaron Rodgers is like, you know what? Like, I tried to give you guys my all, and then it didn't work out. So I'm going to leave. Oh, no, he's still here. Oh, he's still here. I thought he retired because it said required. We have Jordan Love, so we're good. But that's all we're going to do, guys. We did better than Raiders. I guess that's what matters. But life without Davante Adams is pretty much fine. But we just need the Madden simulation just didn't like us. That's all. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below another team you want to see me rebuild. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, you got to be fiend to succeed. Peace.